Zeofate plays Hard Space Shipbreaker. And welcome everybody to the first episode of Hard Space Shipbreaker. This one's going to be a little bit different for as far as my recordings go, because one, there's going to be a lot of this episodes which are going to be just me pulling stuff out of one small area and just shoving it down. So I'll be doing a lot of speeding up of collapsing time. And two, the length of episodes is not going to be fixed. I will go through and each episode is going to be a ship, start to finish. And then it's once I'm at the point where I can start a new ship is where I'll end the episode. Just so everybody is aware. We are named Zeofate as per standard. Most of this stuff doesn't really... This is just what sound you're going to hear when you inevitably grunt. We're going to go standard. Why is there a... Wow, that is something that is very, very, very disturbing. You have a plastic-free option for food. What's going on with the rest of the food? Got no criminal record. Yeah, I gotta evidently have to vote for somebody in the election in order to get a job with these guys. Not going to skip any of the training. I'm going to actually show you guys what the training is, but Hard Space Shipbreaker. There's a lot of junk out there. Approach vector.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could actually do that. Okay.
Hello, Cutter 9346-52. Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our Ever Work program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
I don't know about the rest of you, but any of you smell the bullshit coming off of that?
Video
This is gonna
observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable.
Yeah.
Please note,
Only
as
largely
outlined
tolerable?
in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body.
Excuse me?
Beginning extraction now.
Why did we sign up with this?
Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
So they killed me because they wanted an employee.
You're now their property.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me now. Okay. Citizen report check, medical analysis, transportation to work site, $500,000. Jesus. Seat selection fee of $10,000. Passenger tolls $77,000. Luggage and handling, including gratuity of 35%. Automated onboarding procedure cost me $1.2 million.
1.2 billion.
No, 1.2 million.
Oh, for
Just for the automated
onboarding.
the automated onboard procedure cost me 1.2 million for an automated procedure. Lifeguard genetic backup storage, 500 million. Oh damn. Biomaterial refrigeration, 227 million. Equipment setup. It's already been set up. Why the hell are you charging me for it? But 325 million. Equipment security deposit, that makes some sense. 725 million, or 1,000, sorry. Degaussing, whatever the hell that is, 875,000. Delousing, I didn't have any fucking louse. 1.45 million. Jeez. Habitation fleet, cleaning and repair and repainting, just over 6 million. Should charge the last guy that. On-site training, you're charging me $8 million for on-site training.
What training?
Exactly. Helmet interface software update. You're charging me $800,000 for a software update? Meal prep annual, 34 million. Waste management, 20 million. Immigration duties / free, 122 million. Entertainment library fee. What entertainment library? Have you ever seen one?
Nope. Can't say I have.
Got ripped off 60,000. Tracking implant fee, 415,000. Okay, that one kind of makes sense. Not the fee, mind you, but just having a tracking implant makes sense. I'm working in fucking space.
Mm-hmm.
Salvage rights fee, including notoriety. Okay, I can understand why that one would be expensive. 1.4 million. Financial account setup fee, 5,000. You're charging me $5,000 to set up a bank account? Like, no.
Gotta get them fees.
Account maintenance fee monthly of $2,015. Administration fee of $500. Of course, we knew that was coming. Display of fees report. You're charging. Okay, then again, they do that for like gift cards. Trying to figure out what the balance left on them is. Oy vey.
Welcome to the future.
Where in total we owe 1.252 billion.
I'm under
Future
that now.
sucks.
I'm under $1 billion.
Yeah, that's you, but not me.
Oh,
I literally, yeah, just started.
All right.
Okay.
Breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first spare. Hey, anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above.
Okay, so there's...
That's it. So that's where all the salvage
two other
gets to be
berths?
picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to
Oh no,
reorient.
there's quite a few, a couple other berths kicking around.
All right. Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around. Now vertical control. Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Excuse me.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you? All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just... There you go.
I don't know about you, but they should
So
give me
these
fees if I have to
furnaces
clean up my own damn
melt down
workplace
soft
on my
metal.
first day.
Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter.
I wish I
This
will
is how
charge
we
you a
move
fee just for saying
salvage
that.
Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace. So, When you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Check
Makes
out
sense.
your
It's
HUD when you've
in
got an
space,
object
so
grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not.
In space.
now, of course, the levels that everything can handle at this point in time is fairly minute. You don't really start getting
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
full capabilities until you
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap.
start getting
guard.
some upgrades going. That way you can start manipulating
Let's
a
move
bunch of
on
larger
to the bigger
stuff.
nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool. Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move. That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there. Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast
Okay.
is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're going to have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool, start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm going to turn on your salvaging gear so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up. Great first shift in the yard, Cutter.
Okay, so I'm not actually going to count this as a ship.
Fly on over back to the master
It's
shack.
we'll get an
Put a
actual ship
marker on
done.
so you can find it easy. When you get there, head on in, and we'll get started.
I wonder if that's over here just yet. It's not there, not there. Okay, so it's probably after the first ship that shows up.
What's up?
That cassette deck done on the hub.
Oh. That's random when it shows up.
Okay, so this particular screen here is going to tell us what we wrecked, what we salvaged, and it's not going to tell us what we forgot or missed. But overall, it's going to tell us roughly where we're currently sitting on our debt, what our current link token and specific rank is, and how much money we made for whatever ship it is, minus whatever fees. The certification here is how we get a rank increased, which gives us access to new ships, new equipment, and everything else like that. So, we got everything that was in there.
You have played this before.
Oh yeah. I played this when it first came out. Which was...
You only got me playing this.
Before I was ever recording.
Hello,
Yeah.
Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee
excuse me.
habitation, something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. Sleep tight there, Cutter.
I do not want to be the one that has to try to salvage some of those giant stations. I really don't.
Good morning,
Salvaging a
Shipbreaker.
station could be interesting.
Links mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any
I'd do
extra
it.
sleep time will be
Oh
docked
yeah,
from the next
in a heartbeat
pay
I would
cycle.
try it. It'd take forever,
Yeah,
but I'd try it. Okay, so this is a bunch of links mail, that's fine. It's just giving me my good morning message.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay.
I want to deal
Let's
with all
have a
my...
look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
Okay, messages.
Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
No, I'm going to go through and finish doing my emails. Thank you very much. Because they charge us for every day that these things are sitting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they claim.
Huh.
Okay, so we got the mackerel. Okay, this screen here, if you come in here and you want to start figuring out what you're going to get access to, at what levels, that's where you can do it. I think 22 is really... No, 20 is the last rank.
Yeah.
Once you get to rank 20, you basically have everything unlocked. You may not be able to purchase everything right away, but you got it unlocked.
Yep.
Okay, so... don't need the workstation here. This is where you'll go and upgrade all your equipment and everything else like this. You could chuck cosmetics on some stuff. I don't know if we can do anything. Well, we can replace posters and everything else like this, but I don't know. I don't think there's a way we can change our spacesuit.
This screen shows which ship
No.
you have access to.
Okay, so
Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
now here's where we go through and we select what our ship is going to be. There's to me, there's a couple of factors you need to pay attention to. First factor is hazard level. The higher that level, the more shit can blow up and try to kill you. You will die.
Also, the more money you can make.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that point yet. You will inevitably die at least once or twice. I can pretty much guarantee it.
If not more.
You will probably die a lot more.
Especially if your furnace is hungry.
Or your processor.
Yeah, the processor is the one that likes me.
Yeah, we found out processing yourself is you're only worth $8, so keep that in mind. In the furnace, you're not worth anything. Okay. The diamond shapes you see at the bottom. Each of those will give you MP, which will increase your rank. And it'll give you some links tokens to help you buy new equipment and upgrade your equipment. So the more of that you can get, the better. For the one we currently have highlighted, if you pay attention to the star labeled 5, right at the bottom you can see Repair Kit. Various different ships will give you some more or some less of those. You can find them kicking around in ships as well. You can grab them from there, same with medkits and air, fuel, whatever. I am currently playing, so I do not have a shift time limit. There is, if you go through the very standard way it first released, each shift has a 15-minute time limit on it.
I could not get a lot done in 15 minutes.
Yeah. You got your choices as to what you want to focus on. The second thing is the value. The value is the if you manage to 100% process everything in the appropriate things, that's how much money you're going to get. I have never been able to 100% process a ship properly. There's always something
pretty damn close.
Yeah, we've gotten close, yes. But there's always something hidden that makes it so we can't do it. Like doors and stuff like this, or fused glass, it's just not worth the stress or headache to get it, especially if you're on a time crunch, because every day, every shift costs you money. So you have to balance between I'm making enough money on this shift to pay for itself versus is there enough value left in the ship to continue processing the ship. That's why I'm doing it without time limit, because that way I can fully process the ship. Okay, so let's see. 2.5.
Where I've had less than 1% left.
2.4, 2.5. Well, the only difference between these two, this one will give me a little bit more money and an extra repair kit. Whereas these things, they're worth $100 less. So I think I'm going to do the Thunder Roberts. It is a mackerel transport. Let's get to it and let's get it cutting. I don't know how frequently I'll be releasing these episodes. It's going to depend entirely when I record them.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor. Aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can. We call it using the whole buffalo. You'll hit your certs faster that way and start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observing and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter. Weaver out.
As we go along, we'll start having more and more valuable items show up. Like right now, the barge isn't active. Well, there'll start being a lot more stuff for us to do and get rewarded by.
Try not to blow up your ship.
Yeah, no, blowing up your ship is a bad thing. Now, stuff like this that you see hovering in front of me, not what's highlighted. Later on, you'll start collecting that stuff. Let's see here.
Even after you're done collecting all those pieces, you might as well still collect them.
Yeah. Just to get them out of the way.
Well, just to get them out of the way, and if you throw them in the processor or the barge, or not the barge, but the furnace, they're a loss.
Okay, not getting that way. So, first thing we're gonna do, get a cutting.
I think you're a surgeon. Jeez. All you care about is cutting.
Just because all I care about is cutting doesn't mean I'm a surgeon. Don't go limiting me there. I'm fully capable of cutting some things without being a surgeon.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, in space, your momentum will keep going. So if you launch something, you can lose it to the depths of space.
You've done that multiple times.
Oh yeah. I've lost some truly expensive stuff. Because I wasn't paying attention.
These ships look intimidating to scrap at first. But trust me.
Actually, it looks
soon
kind of
enough,
easy.
You'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in, one of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people-looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them, mothballed for 20 years or so, since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway,
Can't really blame you for that.
I'll clear the channel.
But it's others, apparently.
Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
I'm used to having a pulse ability that'll just shoot these things, but I don't quite have that ability just yet.
Accepted for processing.
So I have to make
You
do
know
with
what?
just constantly pushing the thing.
Took me a while before I got the charged push.
It's situationally useful.
Yeah.
Tethers are by far the god tier equipment.
Yes. No doubt.
That and grapple strength and tether strength.
Processing valuable objects.
Yep.
Credits awarded.
Okay. So. You are patched over here. So get that popped. One of the downsides of this game is it really likes overcompensating on where your trigger's going. And if you don't control your drift, you will start having issues. Like the aforementioned hungry processors and furnaces. Okay. Hey, you're furnace, but you are processors. You know what? It's a perfect example of where I could take the time to figure out how to release the stuff for the processor, but it's just not worth the time or effort. So that goes into the furnace with ye. One thing about these furnaces and processors, see, is see that caution strip? Don't trust it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Out to about the very tip of the station there, those particular locations, they have a pull. They will suck stuff in, including you, ships, and whatever else happens to have the misfortune of getting in their way.
Had many pieces eaten by the furnace, even though it shouldn't be.
Or the processor. Yep. Once it grabs a hold of something, especially once a bit of it goes in, it's lost. Don't even bother with it. If you can catch it ahead of time, like as it's going in, and cut a section off, great. But basically, once it's past, might as well chuck this in here. Once it's past that blue barrier you see back there, it's gone. That's where it credits and it'll attach it, but it'll latch on and it will not let go. So, yeah, just be advised.
Your discretion is advised.
And one of the reasons why I decided to do the system is I find this game rather relaxing. It can get annoying at times.
I don't necessarily find it relaxing, but it is fun.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's just me personally, but...
Yeah, you're crazy. So... No, I find it kind of relaxing trying to get, figure out how to salvage different things. It is very, very, very much a matter of up to you.
I find it very easy to get hyper-focused on this game.
Oh, yes. I can lose track of time.
And then, like, 2 hours later, it's like, holy shit.
Yes, that is definitely one thing you need to pay attention to. Okay. Another is watch out for physics. If one of these things comes by and smacks you, you will feel it.
Yep.
There's a reason why you can get charged a fee for spares.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Your equipment will slowly break down over time as you're using it. Not initially in the beginning like you're seeing here, but once you start getting into things, yeah, your equipment will start breaking down. You'll have to remember to repair stuff.
Which is where there's, for example, the suit repair kits and shit, where the repair kits come in place.
Yep. There's two kinds of repair kits you want. You got tool repair kits and you got suit repair kits. Tool repair kits you're going to be using them a lot more frequently. Therefore, when your tools start wearing down, of course. And yeah, collision physics does exist, so if pieces hit each other, they will react. You can see that bottom piece has been kind of slowly getting sucked in.
Processed. Credits awarded.
That's what I was talking about by suction. You can't overcome it.
Salvage goal obtained.
But once it gets grabbed by the blue light, it's over. You can see on the where it says processor is telling you where to put it to get your value. It's also telling you the weight. That bar right beside the weight, that tells you as long as that bar is not red, you can manipulate. If the bar is red, it's too heavy for whatever you're using.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Okay. Like this one is just on the edge of what I could probably handle. So I'm going to manipulate things a little bit. Like, one of the reasons why you don't want to cut as little as possible is it's all just little bits and pieces of mass that you normally would get credit for. It's driving! So ultimately your goal is to get as much value out of each ship as possible.
Processing valuable deposits.
Better you pull that
Credit
off,
transferred.
the faster you pay off your debt.
Rewards will be paid.
And watch out for stuff like this, because it's trying to go to the furnace. You are going to the processor, not the furnace. Get in there. The heavier and denser an object is, and the more mass it's got, the more difficult it's going to be to maneuver around and get to going where you want to go. So, keep that in mind. Okay.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
There's a couple of different categories of items that you encounter. There's items that straight upright, you just collect them, like those yellow things. And you'll also be collecting a bunch of bits and pieces throughout in the ship, like the oxygen tanks and thruster fuel and repair kits, health kits, and the like. Those don't bother processing. You can, when you find posters, you can turn around and collect them and be able to put them up on the wall in your hab, if you want. But that, they're worth a chunk of change, so.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Was, not quick enough on the fuse.
Yeah. He's, Talon there is, dealing with, some higher grade ships than I am. Because I restarted strictly so you guys could see right from the beginning.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
The way the grapple gun interacts with
Processing
objects is
Applying
weird,
credits to account.
so be prepared for objects not to react the way you think they would.
Prepare for objects to come flying at you. Even if that's not what you intended.
Yes. For one of the things I was talking about fused glass is the glass right there. It's supposed to go in the furnace, but I'm not petty enough to go through all the effort trying to
It's
cut it out.
not worth trying to get it out.
And it really is not. wonder, can I get that into the furnace? Actually, you know what? Let's put that in the
Valuable
processor.
object processed. Credits
See?
deposited.
There's the glass. It shows up as red on destroyed.
Salvage goal reached.
At the top of the
Reward
screen,
assigned.
the yellow bar represents what you've successfully salvaged. As you go along, as you can see, I've got 4 diamonds of 5 that are yellow. That means you've got them, you're getting the reward, that's guaranteed. White diamonds means you haven't gotten to that point yet, and the gray bar after the yellow bit, that says that's how much stuff is left that you can salvage potentially, and the red is, well, you wreck that shit. So there's no more salvaging that stuff. I guess I can interact with it, but only to a limited degree. Okay, so because this is a very, very basic ship, there's not a lot of manipulation I need to do. Nope, come on. No, you're going down there and you're going to go in the furnace. There we go.
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Now, as you can see, my bar is red. That means I do not have the grappler strength to move this. Now we're going to switch to our cutter. And we're just going to start nipping some of this stuff apart. It's unfortunate when it completely in turn annihilates everything it cuts when I want to do stuff like that. But I haven't been able to figure out how to get it to only do precision cuts all the time. Sometimes it just incinerates everything. Okay, so now I've got this part free and able to be moved. You know, I honestly wonder what it would take to where you'd salvage some of those armor plates that are right by the furnace, because like the furnace isn't going to be able to do anything with that stuff. And for those of you who like achievements and the like, there is an actual achievement for flying into the furnace a couple of times.
Not so much for flying in the furnace, but for getting the message about the furnace god.
Material
Yeah, but to get the message from about the furnace god, you gotta fly in the furnace a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's something else for you. It is very, very, very easy
Rewards assigned.
to get yourself turned upside down.
Yeah.
So
Pretty easy to lose your bearings.
don't worry yourself with the definition of up and down. Just do whatever frame of reference works for you. Because, like, if you want the barge to be down, when you're in a ship hull, you could be doing this, and you won't know which direction is up or down. Because you're in 3D space, it's very, very, very easy to get disoriented.
If you need to orientate yourself, the furnace or the barge is below you.
I actually generally prefer the barge to be above me. But that's me.
That's fair.
So, overall, when it comes down to it, have fun and enjoy yourself. So, now we're going to end our shift. Return to the hab. This is when we'll get that credit detail screen here. We lost 127 kilograms of titanium, which they won't give me a value for each individual bit that's destroyed. 29 kilograms of nanocarbon, 28 kilograms of glass. That was the front window. Structural aluminum was 51 kilograms, and an aluminum panel for 7 kilograms. Overall, I destroyed 4.2% of the ship at a loss of $106,409. But, that being said, I did salvage 95.8% of the ship for a value of $2,416,743. Not bad for a day's work.
No, not terrible at all.
This side here, you can get, it'll go through and it'll give you a list of everything that you actually salvaged and how much of it's worth. If they're individual items like lights or something like that, it'll tell you how many of them they salvaged too. So, let's go take a look at our certification review. We're now cutter rank 3.
License upgraded.
Good job, Cutter.
Thank you. So the LT urn is independent of what ranks you up, but you get it both the same way. And of course, because we got the 4 and 5 star, we got the 2 repair kits. Let's end this ship. We'll listen to any announcements or whatever, and then we'll wind this episode to a close.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52.
I got a mini-me sticker. Woohoo! Perfect salvage of over 95%.
Yep.
You can chuck stickers on your cutters and grapples and stuff like this. They're purely aesthetic.
I never do.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go
I guess
ahead
we would
and
upgrade
take
'em.
another ship.
Yeah, I'll upgrade them and everything else like this. I won't bother with stickers. Okay,
That's what I mean.
so,
Like, I'll upgrade the stickers,
anything
but I
going
don't
on
put
in
them
the
on.
employee turn? Oh, we got 3 new messages. So, Link's Kiosk One Stop. That is going to be where you're gonna. Here you can buy any oxygen, thruster fuel, repair kits, tanks, replacements, recyclables. That's where you can buy them all. That is literally where you start. It's in the lower left-hand corner of where you start outside your hab. I'll show you on the next episode. That's where you buy that stuff. Honestly, considering how much of an asshole Lynx Corporation is, their prices on most of the stuff is actually pretty damn reasonable. Okay, so now we got a new ship, the Mackerel Heavy Cargo. And, of course, now we are now introduced to our first real hazard. Fire.
Fire bad.
Yeah, fire very bad. Fire hurt. So, that's going to give me the Exo Lab, and that's going to be the tether modules going to unlock on the next certification level, which we should get this ship, depending. So, with that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. A little bit of a heavy-duty explanation, so this one's not going to get edited so much. But I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.